we go. Right, awesome. Welcome back to another live lifts. Oh, I'm loving this. Here we go. Light day squats. Let's attack the bar as we do. Let's get into it. Ah. 6. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Live Lifts. Welcome to all the new viewers. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to all the casual viewers who aren't subscribed. You can join. Welcome back to Live Lifts. My name's Dr. James. I am putting the science into strength, doing reviews of products, reviews of gyms, reviews of science and literature, and putting it into practice is the main thing. So, we are in the month of March for men. This is prostate cancer awareness, of course. You can donate to that charity, which we'll talk more about in this stream as well. And if not, if you don't want to donate cash, buy the merch. The merch is really good. I'm training in it. It's nice, it's lightweight, but holds a sweat. It's tough enough to get through a rigorous session. And the money goes towards tremendous research. They're doing some really good stuff. I've critically analysed their website, and they've got some really positive stuff going on. Really, really good, sensible studies. Sensible place to donate your money to a good charity fund, which we'll talk more about in the stream because this is March. So all through March we're doing prostate cancer awareness. What are we doing today? Lighter day squats. So we did 165 2 days ago. So we're doing 145, 20 kilos less, more volume, more reps, undoubtedly just fantastic. It's the only way to describe it. So you're constantly progressing and constantly growing. So we do lighter day squats. We're going to do some incline press. If I get the press out, we're probably going to do some incline press. Or we're going to do some tire flip outside because it's really nice now. It's spring and it's daylight. I'm training at daylight, not training at evening. And we try and get outside actually. It's nice weather and we can flip some tires, and I think it's really complementary to the deadlift, to the squat and the deadlift. And it's really complementary to just a different stimulation of the body. So, and in the last couple of sessions we did narrow grip bench, really heavy. And we did heavy bench press. So we did 110 on the narrow grip for reps. Then we did 132 on the bench press in the last session. So I'm really pleased with the progress around the chest and shoulders. So I think we'll do tire flip outside actually because it's a really nice day and it's just all of it's just built in, and it's really complementary to the squat as well. So, and it'll set us up quite nice to do heavy deadlift in the next stream. So all these streams are a continuity. They're all connected. So I wanted to just do one season of streaming and just see how it goes and essentially complete a full body of work really. So you can follow it and look at the blueprint for training naturally, getting strong and enjoying it and continuing to progress. No gimmicks, no cuts, no edits. Excuse me. Let's do another set. Woo. Yeah. No better place to be on a Saturday. Decompress. Decompression. Nice. Oh, God. So how do we feel after the last session? We did heavy squat. Oh, we did the full body strength stream. Yeah, that was good. So we did very heavy squat, very heavy bench, and we did lighter day chin-ups on 115 kilo. I felt absolutely fantastic. Like, it's deceptive, isn't it? Because it's very deceptive because it's easy to feel that during the session, you know that you've done enough and you've worked enough and you've stimulated and you hit your targets essentially, you've hit your reps and sets. But then your recovery, you're like, but that's good. You might have a little bit of an ache, not much, but it more comes in waves. You just feel your body in waves, but it's not there all the time. Providing you're sleeping and resting, eat enough, you're right. So I felt absolutely fine, but today we're due to do lighter squat anyway. Just deload that off a little bit, and a couple of heavy days on the bench would do us just nicely. Shoulders feel good. I think actually I felt it anywhere, mostly probably in the shoulders, to be honest, because we did heavy military press a few sessions before that as well. I think we're ready for another set. So yeah, all round just fantastic really. Feeling really nimble, feeling really healthy, feeling ready to, I can't believe how fast it's gone, like 6-7 months. You know? Feel the healthiest I've ever been, and I've always felt healthy, I've always felt good, but considering the progress we've made this season, and it's like so many years of doing it as well, you still feel really, really good. So long-term health benefits. Right, let's do another set and then we'll talk a little bit more about today's stream. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Do not underestimate the lighter days. Ah. 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 If you haven't seen that stream, a couple of streams ago now, important tips for deload days. Do go and catch it if you can. Ah. Yeah. We do one more and that's 4x6. That's really good. What you'll feel if, mostly on the lighter days, because you're recovered, but you're probably 95%, 98%, whatever. Let's put an arbitrary number on it. But you're still able to lift. You'll feel it more I feel it mostly in the quads on the light days, but on the heavy days it's like all over. Particularly as you're hitting the 5 and 6 reps. Wow. So I hope you're having a good weekend. Strength Saturdays. So let me know how your training's going. Thanks to those guys tuning in and sharing your progress as well. Fantastic. Let me know any problems you've had to deal with this season. Sometimes you can get like little shoulder problems or knee problems or something. And we will be doing a stream on that. I've been looking at some papers recently on shoulder injuries, but I need to select the most relevant one because there was one a few weeks ago on some endurance stuff and the impact, but it was only to soccer players, so football players, whatever. So it wasn't really a relevant paper to use, but I'll find a paper that's good for all-round shoulder problems and discuss it really. And it'll tie in quite nicely to the other research that we've done on the channel. Do another set. Ooh. Yeah. We'll go outside, do some Tyre flips. Be awesome. Do one more set. 3 minutes is up. Come on, focus. Good. Right, good. Let's break it down. Ooh. Not to be trifled with. Very tough. Right, we'll go outside. We'll do some Tyre flip. We've not done Tyre flip for ages, months. This will be good. Yes. Oh, there's a little bit of light rain as well. So let's see what we got. Beautiful outside for the first time in a long time. So outside. Here we go. Outside for the first time in a long, long time, so it's a special treat. Right, let's get some tyres going. Hopefully it won't get soaked this time. Last time we hadn't done tyres in a long, long time, and we picked up one of the tyres and it was full of water, stagnant water maybe, inside the rim of the tyre, and I flipped it and it splashed back. There's a short, you can see that short, it's quite funny. Right, anyway, so we're gonna get the tyres going today. It's perfect weather, we wanna get outside now, it's spring again and it's not dark, so let's do some strength stuff outside. So let's get going. We need a bit of chalk for the hands because it might be a bit slippy. We love training outside. So don't be afraid, if your gym has got like outside access with like a little runway with some bits and bobs, sleds and tyres and stuff, get it out. Get going. Right, let's just get rid of some of this debris that's inside the tyre. Hopefully the signal is okay. Right, let me get this tyre out so you can see what I'm doing. That one's got loads of water in it, so I'm not touching that one. Whew. Right, thoroughly warmed up, so let's get lifting. I'll bring this tyre on screen now for you. Ooh. Wow, we've not done this for a long time. Monster truck tyre in action. It's bigger than you can perceive through the camera. I think the camera shrinks this, to be honest. It's very big. It's the height of a car, basically. We could do some... There's even drop sets as well, isn't there? Because there's so many tyre variations here. Plenty of options. Choose one with not much water in it. But if you've got these in your gym, get them out. Get them out, man. It's basically a more functional deadlift. This has got water in it, so we're going to get splashed, aren't we? Not this time, got you. Right, let's see what we got. Perfect temperature. Love training outside. Right, let's see what we got. We've not done it for a long time, but all our strength has got up, so technique is where it comes into play, really. Yep. Woo. Ah. Yeah, that's hard. It's a struggle. We've definitely not done this for a few months. Wah. Woo. Hard. So, welcome back. If you're just joining, it's a prostate cancer awareness stream. So, March for Men. As you know, if you've been following the streams for a long time, we do look at different good causes and research and organisations that are doing good work in terms of medicine and science. And as March is March for Men, prostate cancer awareness. So if you have some risk factors, sorry, I need to just breathe and walk around a bit as well. Recovery. So if you're assigned male at birth, or you're a man, then do go and get checked. There's not a national screening program for prostate cancer, and unfortunately a lot of these diagnoses of prostate cancer are made very late. Now, there is a huge north-south divide as well. So essentially, if you live in the north, which is anything probably north of around London, particularly up towards Scotland, you have a higher risk of being diagnosed quite late of prostate cancer. Usually it's 1 in 7, 1 in 8 if you're south and you're living in the south in the UK. But it's actually 1 in 3, 1 in 4 of late diagnoses. And if you get a late diagnosis of prostate cancer, unfortunately, it's unlikely to be treatable at that point. So usually Afro-Caribbean, black Afro-Caribbean, African-American, black British, 40-year-olds will need to be checked. Basic examination, basic blood test, and your GP or urologist will decide if they want to scan you and do a biopsy. It doesn't mean you're going to have a biopsy. Do speak to your healthcare provider about it and discuss the options. And then everybody kind of over 50, if you're Caucasian, white males. So do donate. If you can't, they've got some really good research, guys. Like, so if you don't fancy donating cash, you can buy the merch. Buy their merch, it's really good. I got a couple of t-shirts that are really good to help obviously raise awareness. But the only other cancers we screen for in the UK, we've got breast and colon cancer or bowel cancer, lung and cervical, ladies' vaginal cancer. So we're trying to get to the point where we can get a prostate screening, but some of the tests and diagnostic accuracy isn't quite there yet. So they do need more funding for the research that they can look at better diagnostic markers, if that's a sugar molecule or a protein or a better, more accurate blood test. Particularly with the biopsies when it comes to scanning. So we'll talk more about that in a moment. Let me do another set. Wow, this is tough. These Tyre flips are tough. But what's tough is a late diagnosis of prostate cancer, which you don't want. So March is all about raising awareness of that. If you know someone who's been affected by it, or if you are suspicious because you've got a family member, or a brother or a father or an uncle or a grandfather with it, plenty of specialist nurses and plenty of, there's an online quiz you can take as well, like a paper form if you're not sure about what to do, and it'll help you, because it's quite a daunting thing, isn't it, men's health? You know, we don't really go get ourselves checked, those blokes. So there's no endorsement or sponsorship or affiliation here, just doing it because I think I do these live streams for fun and I like to train, and I think health and science is all part of that and raising awareness. So let's see what we can do here anyway. It's a bit slippy, but it doesn't matter, we've got to deal with the conditions. Let's see if we can get this up again. Good. Oh, glad to be back outside. No excuses. Ah. Come on. Wah. Yeah. Come on. Ooh. Good choice of exercise. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Just work through those reps. That is challenging. After doing the squats just earlier on the stream as well. So thanks for joining. As always, thumbs up on the video. So I was reading about, obviously in part of my helping me learn and understand as well about prostate awareness, prostate cancer awareness. So in an ideal world, as doctors and as a health service, let's say, I'm not speaking on behalf of the health service in any way, but as our health service would be, not just the NHS kind of thing anywhere, you can't just do things, you need to kind of justify. You need to justify and show that there's a need. You need to show that it works. So what we need is an evidence base, essentially. So we need research to do that. So if you can donate or buy the merch, donate cash, but they've got like t-shirts, they've got cycling zip-up vests, they've got hoodies, they've got hats and mugs and pin badges and everything. And that helps fund very good research. So it means we can prove or disprove that something works or not. And in this case, it might be something like a diagnostic test, accuracy for prostate, because there's a lot of testing that sometimes will show maybe it's cancerous or maybe it's just an enlarged prostate. And we don't want to do unnecessary investigations such as a biopsy, taking a sample of the tissue. So first of all, the sample of the tissue that we take, the biopsy, and we would look at that tissue of the prostate underneath a microscope and see how the cells look. Do they look similar to cells around them, or do they look quite malformed and a bit cancerous, changed, mutated? And in order to do that, you need to make sure that you're getting the biopsy in the correct place. You need to be obtaining an optimal and correct piece of tissue to check. So they've come up with an MRI scan, but as I mentioned, they can't just do MRI scans and say biopsy and use the MRI scan to guide it. They have to justify it to show that it works. So they do something quite interesting called a parametric kind of meaning multiple tested or multiple value MRI. So not only they look at the images of the MRI, but they put a something called a contrast medium. It's called gadolinium, which is like a metal salt, and it's a very low dose that's safety tested, and so people don't have a reaction to it. It's not shown to show toxicity. But these are potential options that you want to discuss with your healthcare provider about having, because what they used to do is put an ultrasound scanner, kind of something they used to look at babies when the lady's pregnant. You put an ultrasound scanner through the rectum and go in with a needle and take a sample. But there's a large infectious rate because it's quite, the rectum's quite a dirty area, the prostate, it's genitourinary area. So there's a lot of infections, a lot of complications from doing biopsies. So the idea is to get it more accurate by doing an MRI scan or a parametric MRI scan and try to guide the biopsy to be more specific in a location. And the research has shown that it is, they said 27% more accurate and less complications and much more accurate in diagnostic, getting the correct prostate tissue. So that's where the research funding is going, as well as trying to come up with more diagnostic tests that are better and more accurate. So what they need though on the website, prostate cancer, is they're saying that they've managed to work with health boards around the country and radiologists and urologists to get better MRI scans for people so their diagnostic accuracy is better, but it's not available everywhere. So there is something that you can do as well, and it is written on their website, and it's about lobbying the change, really, so they can try to get everyone's access to a better diagnostic medium, such as an MRI with a biopsy, if you need it. So you can let them know. There's something on their website that's kind of like, you can show them their pathway, diagnostic pathway is successful, and they've got better accuracy for diagnosing. So as well as donating some money, you can help speak to your GP or your urologist and see if it would be a possibility for you to have that. Not everybody will need a biopsy though. Some people will just be undergoing monitoring, because sometimes you can just have an enlarged prostate and it might knock your bloods out a little bit. You might have something called a raised PSA, prostate specific antigen, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's cancerous. It just means that the blood marker is up, and that can come from just age, just having an enlarged prostate. So sometimes most of these situations will just be monitored, so don't panic. You will, oh, wow, There's Zoe. Anyway, right, let's do another Tyre flip. So I hope that's helped raise some awareness. I'm just doing my bit in terms of prostate cancer for March. Right, should we do another set? Yeah, now we've warmed up. That feels a little bit easier. God, I was a bit rusty at the start, wasn't I? Yeah, fantastic. All good. Finisher. A bit more explosive. Yeah. Right. This gets put away. Woo. Woo. That's good. Right, let's get this put away. That is a fantastic little session. Everything you need. Everything you need. Right, let's do the debrief. Wow. Do you know what? Let me bring one over so I can sit on it. Let me bring this over so you can sit down. Woo. Right, thank you for joining. Let's debrief. Thanks for joining. Woo. Another live stream, amazing. Back outside, absolutely fantastico. Fantastic, fantastic. Ah, what a beautiful day. Because I train in the evening sometimes, it's like a bit dark, so there's no light outside to do it in the winter. If you had bigger lights, then maybe in a courtyard it'd be great. So we haven't done Tyre flip for a while. So what do we do today? Oh, wow. We did lighter day squats. $145 on the bar, 6 reps, 4 sets, or a 4x6, whatever you want to say, which was good. Gets the quads working. And then we did tire flips that we haven't done for we haven't done for a long time. And tire flips are fantastic. So that is a really nice. Very simple, very controlled session. It's like very simple, very, you know, effective session, like not overcomplicated at all, do you know what I mean? So thanks for joining. We've raised awareness again. This is the 4th stream we've done now on raising awareness of prostate cancer UK. Do buy the merch or donate. If you know someone who's been affected by prostate cancer, you know, reach out. What we've got in the NHS and what we've got in terms of specialist nurses, GPs, urologists, radiologists, we have got some absolutely first-class, world-leading research, and we've got such a fantastic healthcare service, guys. So particularly the guys who are, you know, 40 and upwards, reach out. You know, don't leave it too late, because it's 12,000 people a year still die from prostate cancer. So, and that's only because it's caught late usually, or complications of it. So it's spread into the surrounding bones or the bum, or it's, you know, up the spine. And if you do start getting hip, back, spine pain, you know, it's most likely, not always, but most likely a bit too late. So do go and get screened. Do let your local, if an MRI or a screening or some kind of test unavailable, do approach your GP and do help to spread the word. I think they're up to, at the time of recording this, they're up to 70% of the nation is accessed to be able to have MRI guided biopsy. So far it seems to be the most accurate. I'm not saying it's going to be the perfect diagnostic tool, but at the moment it is seeming to help get better biopsies of prostates to see whether people do need to have more treatment or if they need to be watched and waited. So the tests, sometimes there's testing, just the blood test alone can be a bit controversial. The levels and the numbers that come up, because many things can cause a raised blood test, a raised PSA level. So, you know, it's not enough alone, but have a chat with your healthcare provider. But do buy the merch. I'm just trying to get you guys to donate. There's lots of charity walks as well available, cycling, running, climbing, groups of lovely people, and you can get involved with some of their good work that they do there. You can do a charity event yourself if you want. But of course, right, that's it anyway. Good stream, and we'll see you again. I've got 2 days rest, because that was a fantastic week. It was a heavy week, wasn't it? Anyway, see you later. Thanks for joining. See you in a bit.